Good afternoon, it's your favourite ginger back at it again, way! And today is the monthly video of what I've been watching this month. More than last month, but yeah, let's just get right straight into the video. Right straight into the video, that don't make any fucking sense. But yeah, first off I'm going to talk about the films that I've seen that I don't have on physical Blu-ray. So, American History X, watched that for the first time, Edward Norton, Edward Furlong in that. Fantastic film. I really like what it does. I like the way it's shot and filmed and edited. I like the elements where black and white is used to reflect black and white thinking, whereas colour is used to show reform, like Edward Norton's new reformed character. I like that. I like the story it's trying to tell. And I just think it's a very powerful film. There's a lot of powerful imagery in it. There's a lot of powerful messages. There's a lot of touchy subject matter. But yeah, overall, I think it was a very good film. I very much enjoyed it. I rewatched Snyder Cut, the Justice League. Again, I really like it. I really like everything it's doing. I really like Zack Snyder's vision of it. There's a few little bits I pointed out where I'm like, that's a bit stupid. But then criticisms that I heard from people that I thought I didn't really understand. I rewatched it and I'm like, yeah, I think that it's it gets a lot of unjustified criticism. But not everyone likes Zack Snyder, do they? Zack Snyder seems to be one of the more hated modern directors in our time for not even really doing anything wrong, in my opinion. And that's it. Those are the two films that I don't own on Blu-ray. The other, starting with the actual films that I do have, I haven't got the Criterion down because I've just put it on screen. But I watched the original King Kong vs Godzilla on the hype lead up for one of my most anticipated films of the year. If you can guess by the title, you know what it is. Yeah, I really love it. It's one of my favourites in the Showa era. It's very fun. I'm not a huge fan of the American dubbing, but I also do like the American version. It's a bit of a weird contrast, in my opinion. But, yeah, really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. I do like the monster action. The final fight is hilarious. I think it's a really fun film all round. And yeah, so if you can speak on that, we'll get to the film that I was talking about earlier. But I also watched Godzilla, the new 4K that I got here. Very excited to have this, watch this. Lovely new, they've fixed the colour on this, it's great. It looks fantastic. Watching this film every time, I just fall in love with it. I love the emotional beats in it. I love the monster fight. I love the pacing. I think this is honestly, it's in my top 5 favourite Godzilla films of all time, and I've seen films from all the eras. This is, for hands down, one of my favourites. It is not my favourite, but I really love this film. I love everything in it. I do like the characters. I love Bryan Cranston's character story. I do like Aaron Taylor-Johnson's character and his motives. I like the idea of monster films, that there's always one survivor who just seems to get away with everything, and then Godzilla is a fucking beast in this film. I love the Mutos, I just love everything about this film. Fantastic, love it. Great to have it on 4K finally. Speaking of that, I also watched the sequel, King of the Monsters. I was a bit drunk and I felt like I wanted to rewatch this. Yeah, I love this film. I do like the plot. The monster action in this is fantastic. All the fights with Godzilla and Ghidorah are amazing. I just love watching them. The scenes with Rodan and Mothra, just all of it. There's just some really tense moments in it that keep me on the edge of my seat. There's some powerful imagery in there. The one that always sticks into my mind is when Ghidorah is in front of the cross, because it's like there is no God. There is only Ghidorah's will now, because he has shown that he is in charge. But yeah, fantastic film. Absolutely adore this. Again, looks stunning on 4K. And if you can tell by the 3 films that I've just mentioned what I was watching, and that is Godzilla vs Kong, my most anticipated film of the year so far, probably of all year, I'm not going to lie. The only films that I'm looking forward to now is Dune and No Time to Die, but Snyder Cut's already out. But, yeah, Godzilla vs Kong was so much fun. I loved it. The monster fights were so good. I love the way it looks. I like how also the progression of how these films have started. It's just gone, Godzilla is a very slow moving creature, everyone's very slow, and then at the end they're just like, let's go ham, everyone wants to see these fights. Kong, fantastic. Kong looks great in this film. Godzilla looks great in this film. Spoilers, I'll give you a sec, even though everyone knows by now. Yeah, Mechagodzilla looks fantastic. The fight, my boy, oh mate, Mechagodzilla is fucking, I love Mechagodzilla so much. One of my favourite monsters. And it's nice to see him, if you've been following if you know from the last Millennium series, which was 2000 to 2004, Mechagodzilla, or nicknamed Kiru, was a human weapon, so it's nice to see him as a villain again. So that's one of my favourite things. I think he's really good, and I like his laser beam, and I love the fight between the pair of them. There's some funny bits in it, like Godzilla smiling. That bit fucking makes me laugh so much. All the time. Why? But yeah, the monster fights are fantastic. There's rumours that there talks to have more MonsterVerse films, and I really hope, and if in the future, if I was to see monsters, if we're having more space monsters, I want Gigan in it, I want Megalon, Augur would be sick, Biolante, there's so many sick monsters that could be brought into this. But yeah, I hope we get more original monsters as well. That'd be kind of cool, because they teased them in King of the Monsters, and then they're not seen anywhere, which is kind of a shame in my opinion. But yeah, great film, it was fantastic. And yeah, that's pretty much all the standard films that I've watched this month. The rest I have been watching Arrow videos, because obviously the Arrow Video Easter Carnage sale happened, and I wanted to start getting through a backlog of catalogue of films that I've had for time in my Arrow Video collection, which I haven't gotten around to, because obviously I wanted to watch all the ones that I have before I start watching the new ones. I haven't managed to watch all of them. I still need to watch the Ring box set, the Female Prisoner Scorpion box set, Season of the Witch, and there's Psycho 2, and Horror Express. I'm not going to watch Psycho 2 until I've watched the original Psycho. So yeah, not too many left that I need to watch. So, but anyway, I've made a few. I finally sat and watched a lot of films in my collection that I've actually wanted to watch for a time, and we're going to go through them. First off, Wes Craven's People Under the Stairs. Fantastic film. Lauren from Lauren's Collection said I was going to really like this, and this is one of her favourite Wes Cravens, and I can see why. This was fantastic. It was fun. The cast was fantastic. I like how the lead was a young boy. He was great. He was fantastic. I also like how, if you've seen Twin Peaks, the people who play Big Ed and Nadine are the villains of this piece. They're fantastic. I love the subject matter of this. I think it's just fantastic. The run around, it kept me entertained all the way through. It's a brilliant film. Hands down one of my favourite Wes Cravens, in my top 5 for sure. Yeah. This was really good. Highly recommend this pickup. It was fantastic. Definitely give this a watch. Next, I watched, there's no one else here. Next, we watch A Cold Light of Day, which is based on the Des murders of 1983. This was a bit naff, in my opinion. I enjoyed it, but at the same time, I'd say it's just average. There's some real jarring pacing issues from this, but obviously this was her first major film that she did. She'd only done 3 films. But yeah, I did enjoy this. There was some good bits in it. There was a few, good scenes in this, but at the same time, there was some big jarring bits where I'm just like, not a lot really going on. At the same time, it's only an hour and 20, so it did go, at points it did seem very fast, at some points it seemed very slow. My favourite bits about this were the police investigation scenes. They were really good. I like those ones. Yeah, I really like this. This edition's pretty good, though. It does come with a lot of good special features. And it does come with both of her short films on this as well, and also that slipcover. It's very nice. I really like this. But yeah, it's alright. Nice to have this. But at the same time, I'm not going to be in any rush. I'll probably rewatch it, but at the same time, I'm not in any rush to go back and rewatch it right now, because I've got a lot of Arrow videos to get through. Next is one that, again, also Lauren said that is a lot of fun, is Blood Rage. Everyone says this is fun. I got this just the day after Thanksgiving, and I watched this. This is a lot of fun. Some great kills in this. The plot twist that there's the twins, the guy who plays the twins is fantastic. He's great. I like how he can play both of them off very well. Yeah, this is great. This was a lot of fun. It's not cranberry sauce. That's a great bit. I just thought this was a lot of fun. The ending, I was a bit like, what? But for the majority of this film, it was a lot of fun. It was really good, and yeah, definitely give this a watch. It did look really good as well, quality wise. But next, this is a rewatch of a film that I've seen before. I've seen this 3 times now, and I love it with every watch, and that's Candyman. I fucking love Candyman. This is one of my favourite Arrow videos, and it's in my top 10 horror movies of all time now. Just the atmosphere is great. I like the way how she doesn't believe in Candyman, and then all of a sudden, Candyman is revealed to her. It's great, and her life just goes fuck up, and just, like, everything about this is brilliant. It looks fantastic, because this is on a 4K scan of the original negative, so this just looks fantastic. The music, the atmosphere. Clive Barker is a fantastic writer, producer. This is a fantastic film. I'm not bored all the way through. I think it's fantastic, and I like the way it ends. I got the sequel. If you saw my pickup video, so I'm going to see what that's like and see how much different to this one it is. But Tony Todd as well, fantastic performance. This one, I got this last month, and I've watched this 3 times this month now because I love it that much, and that is Heathers. This was a gift, and it definitely was a gift. This was fantastic. This edition is newly restoration from the 4K scan of the original negatives as well, so it looks gorgeous. Christian Slater and Winona Ryder are fantastic together. This is fun. You can see where Mean Girls got its inspiration. This is a brilliant film. It's so funny. I absolutely love it. Just from start to finish, I'm not bored. I absolutely love it. It's brilliant. Just highly recommend. If you can get your hands on Heathers, watch Heathers. If you like Mean Girls and haven't seen Heathers, watch Heathers. If you haven't seen Heathers or Mean Girls, watch both of them. They're both fantastic films. This is hilarious. There's just a lot of great stuff in this. And this cover is really good. I really like this cover better than the reversible art. This one, I've been meaning to watch. It's been on my radar for absolutely years. I've seen the remake. I quite like the remake, but this kind of actually shits all over it. And that is Carrie. Fantastic horror movie. You feel so sorry for Carrie. She's a victim. Like, she's been sheltered for her entire life, and everything that happens to her is out of her control, in my opinion. Like, it's just untapped emotions which are being brought out, and yeah, just Carrie just loses it, and it's really not her fault because it's pushed to her. I can't believe John Travolta is in this fucking film. That was funny. I also like how her mother is... I can't remember. She's married to Jack Dance's character in Twin Peaks. That was quite funny. And the guy that takes Carrie to prom, he's in some later films in this video. But yeah, this was really good. I love the pacing, the music choices, the cinematography was great. Just the acting was really good. Just everything about this film was really, really good, and I really enjoyed this. Definitely, yeah. I can't believe it took me this long to watch Carrie. But yeah, fantastic film. Definitely watch Carrie if you get the chance. Next, we have a John Carpenter film, which I've been wanting to watch for a while, and I did. That's Big Trouble in Little China. This is wacky, just to say the least. There are so many different films in this film. So many different genres bound together to make this film. It's funny, and one of my favourite lines is, "If I'm not back by morning, call the president." That is a fantastic line. I absolutely love that. Kurt Russell's great in this. The set design is fantastic. The special effects are great. I really love the transfer as well. It looks fantastic. It's on 1080p for this one. But yeah, absolutely, it's wacky. Definitely have to sit and rewatch it because there was a lot of stuff that I didn't take in. So I'm excited to sit down and watch this again. But yeah, very fun film. Very fun film indeed. Next, we have a box set. I've sat and watched every film in this, and I'm going to talk about them. And that is the House Collection, which is basically 4 stories based on haunted houses. So, I'm going to get into it. First off, that box is lovely. Absolutely adore this set. It's fantastic. So first off, we got House. And this was really fun. I absolutely love this. And what's his face there? That guy there. He's the guy who takes Carrie to prom. He's great in this. The suspense in this is great. The practical effects are fantastic. That creature that comes out of the cupboard looks like the engineer from Hellraiser. William Catt, who plays Roger Corbett. He's from Carrie. He's great in this. This is obviously, these films are from the team that brought you Friday the 13th, Sean Cunningham Productions. They did a great job on this film. I think this is one of the best Arrow videos that I've watched for sure. I love this film. Great pacing, great music, great story, great acting. It's funny, it's serious. I love it. And that guy there, I can't remember his name. I think it's like John something. I don't really remember. I don't really know, but this is directed by Steve Miner, who did the directed Friday the 13th parts 2 and 3 and Halloween H2O, 3 of my favourite films. And yeah, this was great. I really enjoyed this. Highly recommend House 1. Going into House 2, so much different from House 1, but I fucking love this film. This was wacky. It's getting weirder. This film is so weird. It's so funny though. It's just a kids movie. It's not. I don't know why it's rated 15. This is a kids film. This is definitely a kids film, but it's great. There is so much love and care put into this. It's fantastic. I really like this. This was really good. I really like this. It was so much fun. The music was hilarious. You got to hit some emotional parts in it as well. But yeah, there's some good bits in it. And also, what was it? This was a year before Friday the 13th Part 7, so the girl who played Tina and Kane Hodder met in this film a year before they did Friday the 13th Part 7, which I thought was quite funny watching. And also, the making of documentary on this was fantastic. If you watch this, highly recommend this. Yeah. Don't expect the same. Expect a little bit of similarities, not too much. Some similarities to the first one, but not that many. But yeah, this was fun, wacky, and it was really enjoyable. I really enjoyed this. House Free. I actually really liked this film. It was really good. It was more of a. It went more into the veins of a slasher film. There's a lot of body horror stuff in this as well, like some real like Videodrome-esque sort of stuff in this. But at the same time, this was fantastic. I really enjoyed this one as well. I like Meat Cleaver Max. He was a great villain. What's his face there? The lead guy. He was fantastic. It was just a great film. Very enjoyable. Not as many special features on this. Like these two come with making of documentaries, whereas this one doesn't, which is a real shame because I'd like to know more of the making of this film. And this is directed by the guy who directed Jason X, which I actually really like. So yeah, take that as you will. Yeah, enjoy this one as well. I enjoy the first three very much so. Now, House 4. What a fucking shit film. This was so boring, I couldn't wait for it to end. It's fucking gross in places as well. I am not a fan of this film. What annoys me is they get What's-His-Face back. He's from the first one. And he's not fucking... He died. He dies in the first fucking 10 minutes. I don't even care if it's a spoiler because I don't want people to watch this film because it's so bad. This is awful. It's just... It looks like they got him back, and I thought, oh, maybe it'd be a sequel to the first. He's literally the same fucking character. He's named the same character, and yet he has a different wife. His kid has changed gender, and I'm just like, there's no explanation to it. No explanation whatsoever. It's just shit. Don't watch this film. This is awful. Do not watch House 4. It is crap. Houses 1, 2, 3, you're golden. House 4, no. Just no. Do not watch House 4. But overall, apart from House 4, really enjoyed the franchise. I did really enjoy watching these films. And it's a nice little box set. Love that. Looks great. As we mentioned Wes Craven earlier, I watched another Wes Craven film here, and that's Hills of Eyes Part 2. Now, going into this, not a lot of people said this was very good. Apparently, there's a lot of flashbacks, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. I will say, it's average. It's an average film, overall. Yeah, there's a few flashbacks. Not as many as I thought there would be. The funniest thing is when the dog had a flashback. That was funny. I like how Michael Berryman's back, but at the same time it's sort of explained away, not too great. There's some good bits in this when we're messing around with the bikers and the cast. The main cast I think are very likeable. I really like them. But there's some bits in this where it really forgets what the first one was about and took a lot of the motives from the first one away, and it doesn't make any sense really. Yeah, I really like Ruby. Character, she's great. She was obviously from the first one, and she's back in this one. Different actor though, but she's great in this. Sad that she dies, not gonna lie, but yeah, he's funny. He's great though. But yeah, not too bad, not too great. Yeah, I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it as much as I thought I was gonna hate it. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed it, and I actually really like that cover as well. Next, I watched this the other day with my housemate. This is not my copy. This is his copy. I'm gonna pick this up in the next Arrow sale. But that is Climax. Fantastic. He tried to show me this before. I was very drunk. Couldn't follow it at all. Watched it this time. Absolutely loved this film. This is a horrible film. It's really great to see people going on bad trips. Because obviously the punch bowl is spiked by someone. And it's a guessing game. You have to watch like who spiked the punch, because they're all on a high dose of acid, and as you know, with psychedelics, it's a very dangerous game, because if you have a bad trip, that you just have to ride it out. There is no way that you can just get off, and it's a long high as well. Like, the effects of acid last for like 12 hours, so some people have a great time, some people really do not have a bad time, have a very bad time. This is a haunting film. I think this is a very good film as well. This is, I highly recommend this. I'm definitely glad I'm going to pick this up, because Laura said I'd like this, George said I would like this, Craig from Spider Geek said I'd like this, and I fucking like this. This was really good. This is probably one of the best films that I've seen. Yeah, definitely give this a watch. And then finally, this is a film that I have seen before, and I hadn't rewatched this in so long. This is, I started, because of how my Arrow video collection started, I bought the Hellraiser box set, the first 3 one, because I wanted them on Blu-ray. And then I picked up this and Carrie, because I wanted some more horror films, because I wanted to pick this up when I first came to university. So I eventually picked this up, and I'm rewatching this, it was great. And that is Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Tobe Hooper's sequel, 13 years after the first one was released. I really like this film. I think this is probably one of my favourite horror movie sequels of all time. I like the contrast and the difference from the first one. I like how there's a lot of consistency, though. Whereas Hills of Eyes Part 2 doesn't really keep... This actually, because it's directed and written by Tobe Hooper, a lot of similarities are kept the same. Actually, this was also written by Wes. Oh no, it's because this, only 2 shots of the movie was, 2/3 of the movie was shot, so the last bit was have to fill up with flashbacks. That's why this is, the way it is. But this, obviously, this is great. It looks great on Blu-ray. I really like this. Dennis Hooper is great in this. The guy who plays Chop Top's brother. No, that is Chop Top, sorry. The Hitchhiker's brother. He's great. He's back to play his twin brother. Drayton Sawyer, one of the best villains, cunning villains to ever be put on stage. He's fantastic. I like also how this basically ties us up, in my opinion. Like, it makes it feel like all of them are dead, and we're just left with what's her face right at the end, screaming like as the fuck, as like at the end of the first one. Yeah, I think it's just really fun. I really enjoy this. Yeah, not really a lot to say about this, really. I just really enjoy this. I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1, one of the best horror movies of all time, in my top 10. This is a great sequel. I really enjoy this. Yeah. Not much to say about this. Not too much to say about this. But yeah, that's all the films I've watched this month. Hopefully I'm going to start cracking on with some other films in my collection that I want to get through. I've also watched a fair bit of Battle Royale, because I was doing the comparison with the Blu-ray and the 4K, but I didn't watch it all. And I also watched a good chunk of the first 2 Urban Legends for the review as well. But I am not going to go into until I've sat and watched the whole movie. But they look great. I've got them through those transfers and stuff like that. All the transfers look great. But yeah, that's all the films that I've seen this month. Any of these films that you think are really great, which I disagree with? Are there any films that I think are really good that you don't think are really good? Let's have a discussion in the comments. Any of these films that you're going to check out because of what I've told you. If I was to recommend anything, it would definitely be out of the Arrow videos. I'd recommend them all apart from House 4, really. I'm not going to lie. Literally everything apart from House 4 I would recommend. Not going to lie. Do not watch House 4. I'm telling you, do not watch House 4. But anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of this video today. Thank you all so much for the love recently. The channel is popping off right now. Thank you so much. Thank you and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you enjoy. More of this shit to come. And yeah, will be an announcement about the 100 sub special that I'm going to do when I get there. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Hope you have a good day. Go watch some films. And yeah, peace.